You know that moment when grandma finally gets her settlement check and suddenly every long-lost cousin remembers her birthday? That is not a coincidence. That is a pattern, and it happens more than anyone wants to admit. Elder financial exploitation after a settlement is basically vultures smelling a fresh buffet, except the vultures wear khakis and call themselves financial advisors. The scary part is most of it is perfectly legal looking on paper until it is way too late. So here's the why behind all this. When an injury case settles, that lump sum can be the biggest pile of money an elderly client has ever seen in one place, and big piles of money attract big problems. A good accident injury lawyer does not just hand over a check and wave goodbye like it is the end of a rom-com. They actually build in protections before the money even lands, because once it is gone, it is gone. One tool you have probably never heard of is a special needs trust, which sounds like something from a school movie but is actually a legal structure that protects settlement funds from being drained fast or disqualifying someone from benefits like Medicaid. Think of it as a moat around the castle, except the castle is a bank account and the dragon is a scammer with a smile. Structured settlements are another big one, where instead of one giant number that looks like a jackpot, the money gets paid out over time like a subscription service, except this subscription actually benefits you. This slows down impulsive spending and makes it much harder for a shady relative or stranger to talk grandma into signing over the whole thing in one afternoon. Court-supervised accounts sound boring, but boring is exactly what you want when protecting someone vulnerable. A judge basically has to approve big withdrawals, which is like having a bouncer standing between elderly clients and anyone trying to sneak past with a bad excuse. Adult protective services exist in every state, and lawyers who actually care will loop them in early if red flags show up, like a new best friend appearing right after the settlement news breaks. This is not paranoia, this is pattern recognition, because scammers move fast and quiet. Power of attorney documents are supposed to help, but here's the twist nobody warns you about. They can be abused just as easily as they can be helpful. A trustworthy lawyer will help set limits on what that power of attorney can actually touch, especially when it comes to settlement funds. Banks are getting smarter too, believe it or not, with many now trained to flag unusual withdrawal patterns from older accounts, sort of like an alarm system for financial weirdness. It is not perfect, but it is one more layer standing between exploitation and an unsuspecting client. Family meetings, awkward as they sound, are actually one of the most underrated tools a lawyer can recommend. Getting everyone in one room with the attorney present tends to shut down secret side conversations before they even start. Here is a myth worth busting. Some people think only strangers commit this kind of exploitation, but the uncomfortable truth is family members and caregivers are involved in a huge share of these cases. That does not mean everyone should be treated like a suspect. It just means protections should apply evenly, no exceptions, no hurt feelings allowed to override safety. Regular check-ins after the settlement matter more than people expect, because exploitation is rarely a one-time event. It is usually a slow drip, like a leaky faucet nobody notices until the floor is ruined. A lawyer who checks in periodically can catch that leak early instead of mopping up a flood later. The rational move here is simple. Treat a big settlement less like a lottery win and more like a long-term responsibility that needs guardrails. Preparation beats panic every single time, and the guardrails cost a lot less than cleaning up after exploitation already happened. So if any of this made you go, "Huh, I did not know that," you are exactly who this kind of information is for. Want to learn more about how we help protect clients through situations exactly like this? Check out our links in the description.